Off we go. First question then, Mike. The American version of which British TV comedy is set in the workplace of a company called Dunder Mifflin? Is it The Office, The IT Crowd, or Peep Show?
Well, I don't believe there's an American version of the Peep Show. I'm not aware of there being one of the IT Crowd or the It Crowd. I do know there's an American version of The Office, and The Office is one of my all-time favourite shows. I'll go for The Office. OK, and have you seen the American version? I have seen a few episodes of that. Yeah, that's award-winning as well, isn't it? It's the right answer, yes, The Office. Pat, at the Oscars ceremony in 2010, the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences nominated how many films in the Best Picture category? 6, 8 or 10?
The standard is usually 5, but they did extend it for various reasons. I don't think it was just by one film, so I think I'll be picking between 8 and 10. 10 is a full doubling of the normal complement. So I'm not sure. It could be either of those two figures. I think I'll go with 10 on the basis that it's a nice round figure and they've just gone from 5 to 10. OK, going for 10. Other eggheads?
Yeah, that's right. There'd been quite a lot of criticism that they were being a bit too elitist with the ones that were being selected for Best Picture, and so they thought they'd throw in a few more popular things like Avatar, and they decided the best way to do that was to double the category. OK, it's the right answer, Pat. They doubled it, and just for the record, what won it? The Hurt Locker. Hurt Locker. Yep.
So, Mike, second question. Who starred in the title role in the 1980s TV series T.J. Hooker? William Shatner, David Soul or James Garner?
Well, as a lad, I used to watch T.J. Hooker, so I can say with some confidence that after his role in Star Trek, William Shatner went on to play T.J. Hooker.
William Shatner, right answer. Yeah. Pat, what's the first name of the film director brother of Ridley Scott, whose films include Enemy of the State, True Romance and Top Gun? Tony, Edward or Jake?
They're both from the northeast, either Durham or South Shields. And the brother who directed things like Man on Fire and the tremendous True Romance is Tony Scott.
It's the right answer, Tony Scott. OK, all square, both going very well. Mike, the actress Mamie Gummer is the daughter of which Academy Award-winning actress with whom she appeared in the 2007 film Evening? Is it Susan Sarandon, Goldie Hawn or Meryl Streep?
OK, I'm going to have to do a bit of deduction here. I do know that Goldie Hawn has a daughter who is also an actress, who I may have read an article about at some point. And I don't know of Susan Sarandon or Meryl Streep having daughters who are actresses. So I think, based on that small bit of knowledge, I'm going to have to plump for Goldie Hawn.
Goldie Hawn. Mamie Gummer is the daughter of Meryl Streep.
Oh, dear.
Meryl Streep. So, got that wrong. And Pat, chance to win the round then. Who was the original host of the TV record review programme Jukebox Jury? David Hamilton, David Jacobs or David Frost?
David Frost was in various things. David Hamilton is a DJ, or was a DJ, and so was David Jacobs. I think Jukebox Jury, is David Jacobs.
The original host of Jukebox Jury was David Jacobs. It is the right answer, Pat. Just pinched the round, means you'll be in the final round, and you won't, Mike. Would you both please come back and join your teams? Well, it was interesting, Mike, after the chat we had before the round, where you said you preferred the film to the television, and you got 2 television questions right, and didn't get the film one. It means then that 2 members of Crystalline Connection, at least, will be missing from the final round. 1 egghead has gone. Let's play our last head-to-head before that final round. This one's music. And 2 players left who can play from Crystalline Connection. They are Alex and Gavin.
So that will be me, Dermot.
All right, Alex, and who would you like to play from the Eggheads? It can be Barry or Kevin.
I'll go for Kevin on this one. I'll go for Kevin, please, Dermot.
OK, let's have Alex and Kevin into the question room now, please. So, Alex, how would you characterise your musical tastes?
Fairly eclectic. I'm not a huge listener of classical music, but yeah, eclectic, I would say. OK, eclectic.
That's good then for this round. And would you like to go first or second?
First, please, Dermot.
Here you go, Alex. Two of the three singers, collectively known as the Three Tenors, were born in which country? Spain, France or Greece?
I know Placido Domingo was one, and I'm pretty sure he was Spanish. I'm pretty sure none of them were French. I can't remember their names, but I can't think of them having Greek names. I'm going to go for Spain, Dermot.
Spain, yes, of course, right answer. And just to clear that up, Alex, name one of the three tenors, other two.
Jose Carreras
and Placido and Luciano Pavarotti. Luciano Pavarotti, yes, so Jose Carreras adding to the Spanish contingent there. And Kevin, your first question. In the lyrics of the song My Favourite Things from The Sound of Music, which dessert is described as crisp? Stollen, Apfelstrudel or Sachertorte?
Stollen is a type of fruit cake, and I can't imagine that being crisp. Sachertorte, obviously, is another cake with a layer of cream and so forth. The only thing there that I would think is crisp is Apfelstrudel. I'll have to go for Apfelstrudel on that basis because I don't know the lyrics.
It is Apfelstrudel, correct. Alex, second question. Which band had top 20 hits in the UK in the 1980s and 90s with the songs It's My Life, Today and Life's What You Make It? Mr. Mister, Duran Duran or Talk Talk?
Well, I probably know most of Duran Duran's top hits, and I'm pretty sure they're not Duran Duran hits. Mr. Mister, was that kind of soft rock? I don't know how many hits they would have had. Talk Talk, I know, had quite a famous hit called Life's What You Make It, so I'm going to go for Talk Talk.
Okay, that led you to the right answer. Well done. Talk Talk. Kevin, Michael Andrews and Gary Jules had a UK Christmas #1 single in 2003 with a cover version of which Tears for Fears song? Mad World, Everybody Wants to Rule the World or Shout?
Well, they're all Tears for Fears, but I think this one was Mad World.
Mad World. It is, yes, 2 each. And Alex, the Roud Index and Roud numbers are used to categorise which type of song? Folk songs, opera arias or Christmas carols?
Well, I'm not sure. In fact, I don't know. Just as gut feel, I'm going to go for opera arias, Dermot.
OK, opera arias for the Roud Index. It's incorrect. Do you know, Kevin, could have been your question?
I'm not sure, but I've got an idea it might be Christmas carols.
No! Oh, it's folk songs. Well, it's folk songs for the Roud Index and Roud numbers. Kevin gets this wrong, we'll go to sudden death. Kevin, who is considered as the founding member of the rock band U2, having placed an ad for musicians on a notice board in his school in 1976? Is it Bono, The Edge or Larry Mullen Jr.?
I've heard this story, but I can't remember which of them it was. No, I can't remember which. I just can't remember which of them it was, unfortunately. I'll just have to take a 3 in 1 or 1 in 3 punt on it. I'll go for Dave Evans. I'll go for The Edge.
OK, The Edge. It's not.
No. OK.
Other eggheads?
Larry Mullen.
It's Larry Mullen.
Yeah.
Larry Mullen. So we do go to sudden death. A let-off there for Alex, so not the same fate as Mike. Now, sudden death is the first time in the game. Alex, just to remind you, taking away the choices now. And your question, which comedian and entertainer received an Olivier Award nomination for his performance in the title role of the stage musical Jolson, which opened in 1995?
OK, Dermot. I'm not sure, but I'll take a guess. So Al Jolson was obviously black, so I assume it's a black comedian and entertainer. The most obvious black comedian and entertainer that springs to mind is Lenny Henry. I can't remember him doing that, but my guess would be Lenny Henry, Dermot.
OK, Lenny Henry for playing the title role of Jolson, opened in 1995. It's incorrect. And a bit of a flaw in your logic, which I suspect Kevin will explain. I'll put it to Kevin because it could have been his question if you'd put him in first. Kevin?
Well, I mean, obviously Al Jolson was actually white. He was Jewish and performed in blackface. But was it Brian Conley?
It was Brian Conley, yes. And that was the flaw in the analysis that probably led you astray there, Alex. Brian Conley, so nothing there. Kevin, Which American singer who released the solo album Dream a Little Dream in 1968 was found dead in London in 1974 at the age of 32?
Yes, a solo because it originally came to fame with the Mamas and the Papas. It's fantastic Mama Cass Elliot.
Mama Cass Elliot is the correct answer, Kevin. You have won the round. A fairly rocky round for him, but he's got through. Some stiff opposition from Alex, but not to be on the day. Alex means you won't be in the final round. Kevin will be there. Would you both please come back and join your teams? Well, then, this is what we've been playing towards. It's time for the final round, which, as always, is general knowledge. But I'm afraid those of you who lost your head-to-heads won't be allowed to take part in this round. So Mike, Alex and Greg from Crystalline Connection and Chris from the Eggheads, would you all leave the studio now, please? So then, Ben and Gavin, you're playing to win. Crystalline Connection, £12,000. Barry, Pat, Judith and Kevin, you're playing for something which money can't buy. The Egghead's reputation. As usual, I'll ask each team 3 questions in turn. This time the questions are all general knowledge and you are allowed to confer. Ben and Gavin, the question is, are your 2 brains better than the Egghead's 4? And Ben and Gavin, do you want to go first or second?
We'll go first.
Good luck. £12,000 here, potentially waiting for you at the end of this round. First question. Which character in the Lord of the Rings series of books is also known as Smeagol? Is it Gollum, Legolas or Gandalf? Which character in the Lord of the Rings series of books is also known as Smeagol?
There was Smeagol and Deagle, who were brothers. Smeagol killed Deagle in a fight over the ring, so he became Gollum. Yeah.
Right. Yep. It's Gollum.
Gollum is the right answer, yes, Gollum, also known as Smeagol. Eggheads, in the United States, the word jarhead is used as slang for members of which section of the armed forces? Army, Marines or Air Force? In the United States, the word jarhead is used as slang for members of which section of the armed forces?
I believe it's a Marine.
Marines, as the film Jarhead, the Iraq War. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the Marines.
Yes, we're all happy on that one. Yeah, I suspect it's Marines.
Yeah.
All right, we're all agreed and happy on this one. The Jarheads are Marines.
Is the right answer. Well, back to you, Crystalline Connection. Which judge on the TV show Strictly Come Dancing participated as a performer in a song for Europe in 1980 with the band Duke and the Aces? Is it Craig Revel-Horwood, Len Goodman or Bruno Tonioli?
Do you watch this?
1980, I was 6, so I think Len Goodman, how old is he now? He's about in his mid-60s. So
I've never watched Strictly Come Dancing.
Of course, only my girlfriend's watched it. I've never seen it myself. Not Craig Revel-Horwood, he's too young. Bruno Tonioli, I think Bruno Tonioli would probably still have been back in Italy. So I would go for Len Goodman.
Len Goodman.
But I don't know.
OK, Dermot, we're going to say Len Goodman.
OK, Len Goodman, you think, and it is Bruno Tonioli, not Len Goodman. Sorry there, guys. Your second question, Eggheads. Which village in Norfolk, originally the site of a shrine built by Lady Richeld, is a popular destination of both Anglican and Catholic pilgrimage? Is it Snettisham, Walsingham or Blickling?
Walsingham.
Walsingham.
Well, the main pilgrimage site in Norfolk is Walsingham. So we're all agreed that's our answer.
Walsingham. Is the right answer, Eggheads? Yes. And you have the lead, means you need to get this Crystalline Connection. 342 chests of tea belonging to the British East India Company were thrown into Boston Harbour from the Dartmouth, the Eleanor, and which other ship on December the 16th, 1773? Was it the Turtle, the Sparrow, or the Beaver?
I don't know.
No, I don't think.
I don't think it'd be the Turtle. It doesn't sound like a very boat-like name, does it?
I think Alex is probably spitting feathers behind us. Alex would know this.
I think we should go for the Sparrow or the Beaver. Obviously, Beaver more commonly found in water.
I like your reasoning. I think I got the last one. I made the last call and got that wrong. So
right. Well,
so
I'll make the call on the Beaver then. We'll say the Beaver, Dermot.
It's high pressure, isn't it? Ben saying he made the call on the last one and just got it wrong. I mean, Really were going down the right track for a long time, and ended up with Len Goodman and not Bruno Tonioli. You're tossing up between the Sparrow and the Beaver, and it's the Beaver. It's the right answer.
Right.
So you're still in it, but maybe not for long. Fingers crossed for you guys. Question to the Eggheads. The sister of which politician was appointed editor of The Lady magazine in 2009? Nicholas Soames, David Cameron, or Boris Johnson?
Boris
Johnson.
Yeah.
Rachel Johnson is the editor of The Lady.
The editor of The Lady is Rachel Johnson, who is Boris Johnson's sister.
The Lady magazine, the editorship was taken over by Rachel Johnson, sister of Boris Johnson, in 2009. It's the right answer, Eggheads. You've won. It's just such a pity to see that, Chris.